Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I want to do a reaction video to the Sniper Elite 5 cinematic trailer. And for people that are wondering, I'm a very big fan of the Sniper Elite games. I've played them since Sniper Elite V2. And I just love the series so much. I love the kill cams in it. It's just a very unique and awesome game. The co-op is a lot of fun as well. And now we have Sniper Elite 5, which I think this is going to be the best Sniper Elite game that they have released so far, which it takes place in France. Sniper Elite is a World War II game where you play as an OSS operative, or that's Office of Strategic Services, which is the early CIA, basically. Though Carl, the main character, he wasn't OSS in Sniper Elite 4, but then becomes OSS by Sniper Elite 5 and in V2. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. Let's take a look at this trailer here. Normandy.
Wheels of the Nazi
so this is where D-Day happens. This is just a few weeks before the D-Day landings.
Fast, relentless, ruthless. They dominate and destroy.
It sounds like Churchill.
A foul shadow across mainland Europe. Now we must strike back. Living, fighting, and killing in the shadows.
This shows the climbing, all of which you can do.
Despair, when they
climb heights like that.
Into the face of impossible odds, we shall smile and
that looks like a target.
An opportunity.
Oh, that's new. You can just jump over buildings and slide like that.
The risks. If we do not take them,
that's a Car 98.
No one else will.
Oh, this is the multiplayer. I'll talk about this in a little bit.
To make that sacrifice.
Wow, okay, so, that was the trailer there, really cool, and as you can see in the background here, this is the Normandy landings. So, this game is gonna take place, like, just a few weeks right before the Normandy landings, and then I'm assuming it's gonna transition into the Normandy landings, but, with a game, being set in France, because Sniper Elite V2, Sniper Elite 1 and V2 were in Berlin 1945, where the other Sniper Elite games are actually prequels to it. Sniper Elite 3 took place in North Africa in 1942, Sniper Elite 4 took place in Italy in 1943, and now Sniper Elite 5 takes place in France in 1944. And this right here, this double cross, this is actually the symbol of Free France, which is the government of France that was in exile because France was occupied by Germany. So I want to comment on a few things about this game. So because this game is going to take place in France, it says May, so the D-Day happened on June 6th, 1944, so we don't know when this is in May, but I'm assuming this has to be a few weeks beforehand. So that's actually what I thought was going to happen, that Carl is probably going to be dropped behind enemy lines, and he's going to be probably sabotaging a few things to make the Normandy landings a bit easier. But here, you know, you can see the defenses on the beach. And because this game is going to take place in France, the terrain is going to be very different than in Italy, where in Italy you had like a lot of coastal towns, you had like mountains in certain missions too. In France, you're going to see, I guess at some points you could see mountains, but you're going to be seeing a lot of like flatlands. You're going to be seeing like a lot of farms, like areas like this. In France especially, there was like a lot of these like big like hedges, like these big shrubs or like bushes that it was just really some difficult terrain for vehicles to actually work through. And this was actually a lot of places where the Germans had actually set up ambushes. So you're going to see some, like, you know, big farmlands, some really big open maps. You're probably going to see some French towns, maybe some coastal cities as well. Maybe you'll even see Paris. I don't know what this castle here is, though. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a real structure or not. Somebody let me know in the comments down below if it's actually a real building. I don't know what building this could be. But this is definitely like a fortress. I mean, this game already from just from the cinematic trailer alone. I can tell you this game will have the biggest maps in the Sniper Elite series. These maps look enormous. They look huge. So here, we're gonna see like the stealth. Stealth is a big part of the Sniper Elite games. And I beat Sniper Elite 4 on Authentic Plus difficulty for people that are wondering. I have the trophies for it. Authentic Plus, that is the hardest difficulty that you have, and it's with the it's where you actually have to use the actual magnification that snipers had back then, because a lot of like World War II games get this wrong, where they think that snipers could have zoomed in at huge distances back then, but that's not true. Snipers actually had fixed magnification, so they had a specific amount that they could zoom in. Some rifles could look a little further, but they couldn't really zoom more than the fixed magnification because it's fixed. It's a certain magnification, and they have to make do with what they have. This, you can see Carl, like, here looks like a checkpoint. Carl is infiltrating the castle, and this is also climbing. Like, this is very similar to climbing the Sniper Elite 4. Also, pipes, you could climb that in Sniper Elite 4. Carl does have a new outfit. Carl's the main protagonist, by the way. Carl does have a new outfit. I don't know what that type of shirt would be called, because I'll definitely do a playthrough of this game. And when I do playthroughs, I dress up as the character, so I'm going to have to figure out how to make Carl's outfit here. But if anybody knows what the name of his shirt is, what type of shirt that is, let me know. Binoculars, these were a huge... these are very important in the Sniper Elite games because they help you mark targets, and they help you tell how far a target is. So when you mark targets and you view targets, it'll tell you how far the target is. When you play on Authentic difficulty and higher, you can't mark targets anymore. Well, you can still look at them, and it'll tell you how much distance it is. So you can use that to kind of determine the distance of the target, and then you can kind of zero in your scope, because you got to deal with bullet drop, and you gotta deal with wind, and every single rifle handles differently. Some rifles have more muzzle velocity than others, which controls, the bullet drop and the windage. But also, the binoculars are helpful, that you could actually zoom in on bodies of enemies, and it could actually tell you what loot the bodies had, because you could always search bodies. So here, looks like this is the target, this commander of this castle that Carl is going to be taking out. At this point, though, this is like, let me see here. A little hard to just because it skips so far here. Okay, this right here, even though you can't see it that well, this looks like a Panther tank to me. Now, for people that don't know, the Panther tank did not appear in Sniper Elite 4. You fought Tiger tanks in Sniper Elite V2 and 3, but there was no Tiger tanks in there was no Panther tanks in Sniper Elite 4. In Sniper Elite 4, the most threatening tank that you could fight was the Panzer III, but this is a Panther tank. So that's actually a new enemy, which is kind of like it's more of a medium tank, but it's still a very, menacing tank. Tiger tank is still, more armored and more well armed, but Panther tank is still a very menacing enemy to fight. Okay, in this part now, I'm assuming that you can do this in the game because of the cinematic trailer. I know there's going to be zip lines also, so you can zip line across. But this is definitely something new, that you can like jump from rooftops to rooftops like this. This is definitely new. So here, Carl, probably, you're probably seeing how far the target is, just so you can zero that in. Now, this part right here, this is the most important part of the trailer, because you see a German sniper that's about to kill Carl. Now, the thing is, though, this is actually the multiplayer, for people that are confused, because multiplayer and single player are put together in one in Sniper Elite 5. And don't worry, you can turn it off. So if you're concerned about this, because I've seen a lot of people that are concerned about this saying, I don't want this to ruin my single player experience. If you don't want the multiplayer, you can turn it off. Now, what is this? This is the most similar to Watch Dogs. If you know what the Watch Dogs system is, in Watch Dogs, when you're playing single player, people can just join your session. And when they join your session, they can start trying to hack into you, and you have to try to find a hacker. This is a little bit different, but it's Sniper Elite's twist on it. So basically what happens is, you're playing as Carl, the main character here, and you're going to be completing every single mission in the campaign is subject to this. The mode is called Invasion Mode. And what basically happens is, another player can join you at any moment. The game will notify you when a player joins, and now you have a new objective, to kill that player as well. and that player is going to be a German sniper, and that player can like command the enemies in the map, has to try to find you, and then Carl can also pick up like allied phones that I read about, where allied phones will ping the last location of the sniper, so you can try to zero in exactly where the sniper's last location was. I don't know what happens when either player dies. They haven't confirmed that, but the German sniper's objective is to kill the allied player, Carl, and Carl's objective is to kill the German sniper. So I'm assuming that when one of them dies, they're taken out of the game. That's at least what I'm assuming. It's a one-life thing. But this is definitely going to put a new twist on it. This is going to put a new twist on it because it's going to make missions much more stressful, which, is kind of, I think it's kind of interesting because you're going to be going through the mission, and at the same time, there's a player sniper somewhere hiding around, waiting to ambush you. So I definitely think that's a new good feature. You can turn it off in the options, so you don't have to worry about this. If you don't want to play with invasion mode, you can turn it off. And also, Sniper Elite is co-op, so you can play the whole campaign in co-op. But guess what? When you play co-op, another player can join in, so there will be one player playing as a German sniper. They'll be fighting two allied players, so that can help. That can happen. But at the same time, remember, the German sniper, even though he doesn't have another teammate player, he does have the AI to help him in the mission. So there's that. So I definitely am looking forward to this game. And also, I wanted to say one final thing about this is a trap for the German sniper. I also like the scope that they have on here because this is I believe the real life reticles on the German scope. I think this is what it looked like with just like a single line here. But up here would be like the windage. Just in a Sniper Elite game, the windage would be right here. If it's to the left, it means wind's going to the left. If it's right here, wind's going to the right. But like that's what I've always said is the so-called sniper gods on Call of Duty, like the people that call themselves like quickscoping gods. I'd like to see them play a game like this on Authentic Plus, because I'll tell you, the quickscopers on Call of Duty would not be able to handle a game like this, because this game is just very tactical. It's not just rush in and just kill everything. It's very tactical, and it's also can be very complicated, especially long distance targets and a lot of bullet drop. So there's that. But what I was getting at here is that the German sniper is actually the one who dies, I believe, in this scene. And I think that Carl had actually laid out a trap for him. I think the actual target is actually the German sniper, because Carl would not put himself in harm's way like this. Like Carl has dealt with so many German snipers, and Italian snipers also. Going through the Sniper Elite games, he's like the best of the best. So I think that this is a trap for the sniper, because when you see right here, this is the trigger on the Kar 98. So this is Carl's finger. You don't know whose finger this is, but this is the same rifle that Carl is holding right here. This is the Kar 98, where the German sniper has the G43 on him. So if you notice right here, if you pay attention to this scene,
Precise.
there's just one single shot. If Carl shot the target, you would have heard a second shot go off where Carl got hit, but it's possible the German sniper also fired first, but I'd like to think that this is a trap for the German sniper, because Carl is not that easy to take out. It shows his trigger on the end right there, and then you hear the noise. You don't hear a second shot after that. So I'm very looking forward to this game a lot. I'm definitely going to play this game. If there's any kind of collector's edition on this game, I'll definitely buy it. I do have the collector's edition for Sniper Elite 3. Maybe I'll do an unboxing on that one day. I still have that, even though I have all the pieces to it. But definitely looking forward to this game. There is going to be gun customization in this now. So in Sniper Elite 4, there wasn't really gun customization. There was upgrades that you got when you leveled up the rifle, but there wasn't really any customization. So this is going to be a very good game. This is probably going to be game of the year for me. I know I've been talking a lot about this, this small trailer. It's only like a minute and 50 seconds long, but I love the Sniper Elite series so much, and I'm looking forward to this game. And for the people that say, they say, oh, I'm tired of World War II games. I'm tired of World War II games. What I say to that is that the problem isn't World War II games. That's not the problem. The problem is that nobody makes good World War II games anymore. That's the problem. It's not that there's too much World War II games. It's that the World War II games that are coming out today aren't as good as they used to be. The World War II games that I played as a kid were much better than the World War II games that are coming out today. I mean, look at Call of Duty World at War. You compare that to Vanguard. Call of Duty World at War is just so much better than Vanguard. But that's that. This is definitely going to be a really good World War II game. If you don't like, if you're not that much, if you're sick and tired of constant World War II games, I'll just say give this game a try. because I think that you will really like this. It's a very unique game. It's an awesome game, and I think a lot of people are really going to like it, and I'm definitely going to do a playthrough of it. But that's enough of me reacting to this. Let me know what you think down below if you guys are excited for this game. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.